They contain 40% of the world's fresh water. The tallest mountains on Earth, home to 55,000 glaciers, source to 7 of Asia's greatest rivers. But our most precious resource is disappearing one drop at a time.
What's happening in the Himalayan glaciers is incredibly complex. Most glaciers appear to be melting.
The people of Asia face an uncertain future. From Nepal to the Tibetan Plateau, Bhutan to India and the Bay of Bengal, their way of life is under threat. The climate is changing, and life as we know it, from the mountains to sea, is falling out of balance. Glacial lakes reach critical capacity and burst. Droughts threaten once lush farmlands. Weather patterns become unpredictable. Thousands of miles downstream, sea levels rise, forcing coastal villages from their farmlands and into crowded inner cities.
I think we had never a phenomenon where what is happening in the glaciers and in the downstream area is so closely linked.
The Himalayas are the water towers of Asia. When the water tower dries out and 2 billion people don't have water to drink anymore, to irrigate their farms, to run industry, then there's going to be serious problems.
This is going to change the entire eco-balance of at least 9 or 10 major river systems.
There's a question about whether we're going through a period of global warming, and I don't think it's important. What is important is that the environment is changing, that climate is changing.
This is a wake-up call, and we still have time to do something about it. We just need to hear this alarm.
The people of Asia are answering the call, harnessing determination, spirituality, and science to adapt and survive in the face of a Himalayan meltdown. The mountain glaciers that sit high in the Himalayas are the lifeblood of Asia. The glaciers span an enormous geographic region, from Pakistan through India, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and China. They are the source of water for some of the world's great rivers. The Indus, Ganges, Mekong, Yangtze, and Yellow rivers all flow from the Himalayan mountains to the seas of Asia. The close link between mountain and sea is readily apparent when you stand on Mount Everest, the world's highest peak. While summiting Mount Everest for the second time, mountaineer Dava Stephen Sherpa realized that the ice and glaciers were disappearing right before his eyes.
This is a treasure for us, but it is also a vital necessity for billions of people who depend upon these glaciers for water.
When I first climbed in 2007, I saw firsthand myself how badly the ice was melting. The glaciers were melting, the seracs were melting, the slopes were melting, so causing more avalanches, more rock falls. Something has to be done about it because billions of people all around the Himalayas are facing danger as their very vital source of water slowly disappears.
When mountaineers first explored the Himalayas, their photos showed spectacular glacial fields. Austrian cartographer Erwin Schneider was among the first of the so-called climber scientists. His photos are not only a window to the past, but are also an important tool for scientists who are studying the glaciers today.
Look over there, you see the photo point?
Almost 60 years after Schneider captured the